happy Friday, September 2nd,
Wow.
as we head into, well, a brand new month and head into a holiday weekend. Welcome this morning to After GMS. Meteorologist Christian Morgan alongside Hunter Funk with us on a Friday morning. Glad to have you here.
I'm happy to start the month this way. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Join you on a Friday.
That's right. Used to showing up here on the weekends.
Yeah. You've probably seen me around there, but not here. This is a first.
What does this feel like, a graduation to you, sort of?
Yeah. Can I get a cap? That'd be great. Or crown. Ooh, I'll take a crown.
Can we bring a cap here?
Yeah, I think that's nice.
Well, we're glad to have you here. You've been hanging out
Yeah.
with us this morning, and big plans for Labor Day weekend?
You know, I think a lot of it I will be getting outdoors for
Good.
sure because the weather's been so amazing. Do you have anything?
Yeah, it's well, our band's traveling this weekend, and hopefully, people call it like the official, unofficial end of summer.
True.
Really. Pools close, so maybe getting to the lake for a couple days before it's all said and done.
Ooh.
But yeah, big
That's what I
weekend
wanna do.
plans. All right, happy Friday. We got a big talker for you that we'll get to in just a couple minutes. Right now, let's get a quick check on your forecast. As you know, it feels good outside this morning. That low humidity making all the difference in the way it feels. Low 60s out the doors. You look out over downtown Greensboro. Can't even find a cloud in the sky this morning. Boy, that's nice. But the humidity will start to come back in a big way and pretty quickly, too. You'll probably even notice it even as early as this evening, heading out for high school Friday football time frame. That's when you'll say, it's a little stickier now than it was earlier this morning. And then, of course, the muggy stuff is with us as we go into the holiday weekend. High pressure in control of our weather, but starting to move away from us. And as it moves offshore, excuse me, got the hiccups now. Ate a cupcake a minute ago. I don't know if that was a good thing to do or not. High pressure moving away from us, and as it does so, the return flow around that high is going to start to change our wind direction a bit, giving us a south and southeasterly wind, which will pull in moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico and off of the Atlantic Ocean. So that humidity will help to fuel a little better chance for pop-up storms by later in the weekend, as well as an approaching cold front as we go into your Sunday and Monday Labor Day time frame. For today, it's a mostly sunny sky as we get into the upper 80s. The humidity starting to come back too, falling into the low 80s and upper 70s through that Friday football time frame there. There's your Labor Day weekend, low to mid 80s each day. Saturday's a dry day of weather. We'll have a few pop-up storms to keep an eye on as you head into your Sunday afternoon, and a few more of those hit or miss storms as we go into your Labor Day on Monday afternoon. Meanwhile, down in the tropics, we are headed into peak hurricane season over the next couple weeks, and rightfully so. Looks kind of busy out there, doesn't it? Meanwhile, down to our south, we've been watching this area for several days now as it approaches the Leeward and Windward Islands. Center of low pressure is defined but very disorganized in the way of showers and thunderstorms. It's still got to battle some harsh winds and some dry air, but there is a decent chance of development on this system over the next few days. Could become our next tropical storm. Meanwhile, up to the north in the North Atlantic, doing its own thing, not bothering anybody, really kind of a useless storm, a fish storm, if you will. We have Tropical Storm Danielle with a pretty healthy formation and organization here. You can even kind of see that eye early on in some of this spinning in our satellite image here. It has 70-mile-per-hour sustained winds right now, so it's borderline hurricane, but it's going nowhere fast, moving east at 3 miles per hour. It is creeping along, but I really think at any point over the next couple hours, we could have officially Hurricane Danielle. That would be our first one of the 2022 season. But again, that's really just technicality at this point because it's going to continue on out to sea, not bother anybody. Sayonara, see you later, so long, Danielle. 7-day forecast back here at home. The heat and humidity coming back going into the holiday weekend. Pop-up storm chance returns for Sunday and Monday. Carries over into your Tuesday and low to mid 80s for the next several days.
Beautiful Labor Day.
Beautiful Labor Day.
That's what
About
I
what we
would
would
say.
expect for this time of the year.
Yeah. Well, coming to theaters this Labor Day weekend, $3 movie tickets for one day. How about that?
It's pretty cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can't remember the last time I bought a movie ticket for $3.
I know, it's just inflation especially. Well, the newly launched National Cinema Day was announced in late August by the Cinema Foundation. Movie theaters participating include major chains, AMC and Regal Cinemas. You'll be able to watch movies in any format for just $3. Organizers of the day say they're treating this event as a trial with hopes it could happen every year. This initiative is the first of its kind on such a large scale in the U.S. I feel like that's really good stuff. I mean, what's your favorite movie? What would you want to go see?
I don't know. I have so many, but they're in different categories, I guess, if you will. Like, Remember the Titans is a great movie.
Oh,
Like,
such a good
how
one.
Can you not enjoy Remember the Titans? I also am a huge fan of National Treasure.
Oh, my mom loves that one. She made me watch it 100 times as a kid.
I don't know why. The first time I saw it, I went and watched it 2 or 3 times after that.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean
Those were
movies.
good ones
The first
too.
one, second one got silly, but the
Yeah.
first one, the original is always the best. And then lately, honestly now, I think the second Top Gun movie is going to be in my top list.
I feel like everyone's on that board.
I loved the first one and honestly was blown away by how good the second one was. So that's in the top of my list.
I think those are good. I think you have good options. I would say I'm definitely on the football side of things. Love The Blind Side. When that came out, I think I've watched that one 100 times now.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, I love that one. Alongside that, let's see. I love war movies too, like American Sniper,
yeah.
Hacksaw Ridge. Like those were
Those are good movies.
Those were mine. So kind of on board with that. Do we have anybody else? Is anybody else feeling like
See
they
what folks
have
are saying
some
here in the
good-
chat. I think everybody's wishing everybody a
Yeah.
happy Labor Day. Let's see. Bobby's in here. Hey, Bobby. Joanna's here.
Good morning.
Belinda is here. Happy Labor Day to you too, Belinda.
If you guys got any favorite movies,
And
we'd love
folks
to
are still
hear
chiming
them.
in. I'm still blown away by this $3 movie ticket.
Yeah, $3. Since when has that happened? I don't think I've been alive since we've had $3 movie tickets.
Do you remember? I was actually talking to our director George a couple minutes ago about this. Do you remember when they used to have Sunday matinee movies? Maybe you remember it at home. They used to have
Wait a
Sunday
minute.
matinee movies, and they would be cheaper. They would be a few dollars cheaper, and they'd be like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And you could go and you get the movie ticket and like a popcorn and a drink for like a good deal.
What?
And now going to the movies for like $20 and getting a Coke is a good deal. at this
You
point.
landed it. You won on that one. I would agree. Like, I think that's, holy cow. I feel like that has not happened. I do remember, I think it was on Tuesdays. Tuesdays was
There
like
were
the big
Tuesday
day
matinee
back in
movies,
my
too. I
hometown.
remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and we'd go there. So I think that's always super fun as well.
Joanne's chimed in here. She said that her one of her favorite movies is still The Sound of Music.
Ooh, and then we got
Melita.
with Steel Magnolias, still one of her favorite movies. $3 in your high school days, Rhonda?
Wow,
That's pretty good.
That is good. That is good. Bobby said he wants to see Bullet Train.
Ooh.
That'll be good.
Yeah,
a lot of the
that is pretty
classics. There's some of one thing I'm noticing here, the classics, like you can never get
Yeah.
away from those. And Steel Magnolias, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't watched it. Seen bits and pieces, of course.
Yeah.
But I think there's a spin-off now of Steel Magnolias.
Ooh.
I think there's a Netflix spin-off of that. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. I think it's a Netflix spin-off of Steel Magnolias
I feel like that would be a good one
on
to watch
Netflix.
too.
Newer age, obviously.
I will say you're mentioning the classics. You say Top Gun. I feel like the new Top Gun is going to be that new classic that everybody refers to later on. Don't you
Yeah,
think? I
yeah.
kind of think so.
But I had to, so I went to see the second Top Gun with somebody who had never seen the first one. So I made sure that we first watched the original.
Ooh.
So then you would understand the second one.
So it makes more sense.
You have much more appreciation for the second one too if you've seen it.
See, and I need to watch both. I watched it when I was a kid, but it's been a while. Unstoppable by Rhonda.
Rhonda says Unstoppable. Debbie says Steel Magnolias. There's a couple of chime-ins for that.
Yeah.
All right,
They're all
guys.
good classics.
All right, keep weighing in here.
We love to hear this.
On our chat here. We'll try to come back to some of those comments in just a minute. But Hunter, I think you got a few headlines to get to first.
Yep, I'll get to those. Starting with your morning headlines, it's the last date to order your at-home COVID-19 test through the federal government. The White House says it's suspending the federal program that's in coordination with the Postal Service because of a lack of funding through Congress. Pharmacies are preparing to have enough tests once the federal program ends. Now, to see where you can find those at-home COVID tests in North Carolina, just go to the health department's website. And this morning, a recall alert for parents. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says these strollers could cut off a child's finger. It's happened at least once. The Up-A-Baby all-terrain Ridge jogging stroller has a rear brake that can be dangerous. It's sharp enough to take off a child's fingertip. The recall applies to about 14,000 strollers sold nationwide. If you have one, contact the company for a free replacement part. The Department of Transportation launched a new website to help travelers since cancellations and delays have piled up in the past few months. This customer service feature will help you navigate details of each airline. Travelers can now see options for refunds or compensation if flights are canceled or delayed. And this week marks 1 year since the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan. Thousands of refugees fled to the U.S. to start a new life. More than 100 of them have resettled here in Greensboro. WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller has more with the young man's story and the action he hopes political leaders will take.
Many of the refugees relocated here in Greensboro are being held by Church World Service, but they can only stay here a couple of years through their temporary legal status. One man I spoke with says if he and his family has to leave, they would be in great danger.
I left Afghanistan August 15, and I was inside the military airport in Kabul for 7 days, and I was interpreting for Marines. My English became a good use for Marines because they didn't have interpreter over there.
That's only part of 21-year-old Noman Fareed's journey to America. He lived in camps and worked with the Air Force in Qatar and then in Germany, New Mexico, and a couple of other states before settling in Greensboro.
That was kind of hard for me to live in camps.
It was not only a long journey for Fareed, but also a lonely one.
Half of my family were left behind in Kabul because the situation in airport was terrible because of the dangerous circumstances, sea of people, all people were running frantically, and my father and I were able to get inside the airport, and my mom, my sister, and my brother, they were left behind.
August marked Fareed's first anniversary separated from his family. He's unable to share photos of them, but you can hear in his voice he misses them dearly.
And I was talking with my sister via phone, and I have heard a bomb blast. And I was super worried, like, what's going on? And you're talking to me, it's a bomb blast, so it's very hard.
Fareed is pressing onward so he can support himself and his family. His English-speaking skills got him employed through Church World Service, the sponsoring agency that got him to Greensboro.
First, I started as an interpreter. Then I got promoted as an employment specialist. Now I'm helping other refugees find a job for them that suits their experience and skills. Because I empathize with them, I understand their situation.
He empathizes because he's not on the other side yet. He's here legally under humanitarian parole. He and his father have 1 year to get permanent asylum. It's a lengthy process, but Fareed has hope and believes it's possible through the Afghan Adjustment Act.
This is my dream country because before coming to United States, I was always saying, okay, I'm going to apply for a scholarship and I will come to United States and I will study. And I got admission at Westcliff University in Virginia, and that was a paid scholarship.
Fareed lost his scholarship with the evacuation, but just this week he sat down with congressional leaders representing North Carolina and shared his story, hoping it will push the bipartisan bill forward.
All right, thank you, Denise. One more check on that forecast. Heading into your holiday weekend, the humidity still low today as a general rule, but you'll start to notice it creeping back in as we go into this evening. Mostly sunny, 87 this afternoon for your Friday. Humidity is back for your holiday weekend. Saturday looks to be mainly dry and hot. Your Sunday and Monday, though, we'll see a little better chance for those pop-up thunderstorms Sunday afternoon and a few more of those hit or miss storms for your Labor Day on Monday. It wouldn't cancel any of your outdoor plans. Just good idea to download that News 2 Radar app. You can track along as we go into the afternoon just so your dogs and your burgers don't get wet. That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Rain chance to come down a little bit by the middle of the week, but temperatures stay in the low to mid 80s for the next 7 days.
And I do want to mention this really quick. Pamela says there's a theater in Winston-Salem that Saturday movie tickets are $2.
Wow.
So popcorn, $2 drinks. I'm just saying.
So you can get out for the movie ticket, the popcorn, and the drink for the price of what a normal movie ticket
One solid
probably
movie
cheaper
ticket.
than that now.
Exactly.
Wow.
So hey, the more you know.
Good deal this weekend.
We
Good way
like
to beat
that.
the heat too.
That's what I'm saying. Stay cool with our AC.
All right, guys. Hope you have a great, safe, and fun Labor Day. We'll catch you right back here at noon, and of course all the time on WFMYnews2.com for news and weather.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah.
See ya.